What is going on, everybody? This is your man Big B along with Big G. This is the big show on Steelers Almighty, the biggest show on YouTube. Appreciate everybody being in here, man. We got a lot to cover today, people. Big G, we got a lot to cover. The Steelers, man. I just don't know, people. I just don't know. This is making me sick. Both of us are probably going to need some therapy tonight. We're probably going to need some therapy tonight. This is insane. What is going on? I was so happy on Sunday. And to go from that to this today, I'm like, huh? What? I just, it's driving me insane. It's just, I don't know about you, Big G. I can't take it.
Bro, I'm in pre-crash out mode. I got my skis ready. And I'm telling you, some strange things go down tomorrow. You better catch me on the dang on Steel Curtain Network on Pump Your Brakes and on KnoItAllz Smash Your Gas. Because I'm in full crash out mode if it gets strange tomorrow. Yeah. So I'm just hoping I can just back up a little bit, dog.
Yeah, it's getting stupid now for the Steelers. We're going to cover all of that today, everybody. So I appreciate everybody being in here. Get ready, buckle up. Let's have some fun. Again, as always, remember to like, follow, subscribe if you haven't already. Remember to get into those comments and always hit the notification bell so you know exactly when Steelers Almighty content comes out. Again, you want to help support the channel, you know how to do that. Super chats are wide open tonight if you want to get your comment or your question or your rant up on the screen. And there's also 5 different levels of memberships that you guys can join. We'll throw a link into the chat for you guys in a minute. But let's get this thing going, man. First off, let's talk about free agency. Let's start there. Follow along with this chat. Free agency for the Steelers right now is basically obsolete, Big G. Like our big offseason or free agent signing has been Malik Harrison, a backup linebacker for the Baltimore Ravens. That's what we've done. Now, I guess if you want to say we've had a tender for Jaylen Warren, which technically he's not really on the roster yet because he hadn't signed it. But other than that, we've let some guys go. But we've done nothing in free agency. Any explanation, Big G?
Yeah, we ain't got no quarterback. I mean, if you really want to tell the truth and be real about it, the issue is we don't have a quarterback. And some NFL players won't go to a certain NFL team if they feel that there's going to be struggle at the quarterback, right? So, and if you look at the teams that's been super aggressive, there's been teams that spent so much money. I'm not going to name those teams on the air because some of them I can't stand, but they spent so much money in getting depth, and we're waiting around. I read a stat earlier today, bro, that like 65% of the free agents are already signed. What the hell are we doing? Yeah. We have some obvious holes that need to be filled concerning depth on defensive line, offensive line, cornerback, running back. What are we doing? What are we doing, bro?
I literally don't know. I mean, I get it. We weren't going to get any more receivers, but I don't think the Steelers were actually looking for another receiver in free agency. We traded for DK. Okay, we're going to draft one. Okay, fine. But what about cornerback? Yeah. What about defensive tackle? Like, those didn't have anything to do with whether the Steelers had a quarterback or not. Like, DJ Reed, didn't get him, didn't pay him. Yeah. Byron Murphy, didn't pay him. Tre'Davious Ward, didn't pay him. Milton Williams, didn't pay him. Like, all these guys are going off the board, and the Steelers, you didn't hear their name mentioned at all.
Nope.
And so now I'm like, what is going on? Let me get to this first super chat, then you can have it, Big G. From our man Alonzo Dunn, who always supports the channel. All the top corners are gone. Yeah, they are. All of it. Even Nate Hobbs, who we thought was going to be a big-time nickel corner, Big G, gone.
Yeah.
And here we are stuck holding the bag, and we got a ton of money, Big G. What is going on?
Well, there's still a guy out there I like it, Asante Samuel Jr.
Yeah.
I like Asante Samuel. I like him. I think he fits the mold of the Steelers. But a lot of them other ones, you're right. And we haven't, people say, well, we got Darius Slay. That thing is not finalized yet,
No,
bro.
that's why I didn't
It's
mention it.
yeah, it's not even those people that's out there to think it is, it ain't. So right as of right now, we still have a glaring hole at corner. What are we doing?
Right.
What are we doing, bro?
Yeah. And the people, let me bring this up real quick. But Jay's upper teeth, appreciate the super chat, said we have an outdated head coach and cheap owner. See, it's not about a cheap owner
Yeah.
because you have to spend 90% of the salary cap.
Yes.
So he can be as cheap as he wants. He has to spend the money. Like there's no if, ands, or buts. You have to spend the money. So whether he's cheap or not, that doesn't really matter. So if you're not going to be cheap and you have to spend that money, what are you going to do? Just spend it on bad players? Well, that doesn't make any sense. Because again, 90% of the salary cap, you have to spend. So cheap owner or not, I don't know, whatever you want to call it, that doesn't factor into this. Now, you want to say outdated head coach, that's a different conversation for a different day.
Facts.
I'm not necessarily going to disagree with that either. But I just don't get what we're trying to do. Like, we didn't go after any of these people, and the Steelers had plenty of money to do so, and we haven't.
Yeah. We still got bread. We got rid. Atlanta Roberts is gone. Yep. Now, B, I will say this. There's some tenure stuff that's going to happen, and we're going to get players on compensatory. I mean, that we'll maybe talk about that later on today, but that'll be for next year. But I mean, if you look at the guys we lost and how the money came off the books, Larry Ogunjobi, out there that I personally think, like I said, Asante Samuel's one of them that I think that can help us with our 2025 season. But the issue is the quarterback, dog. We got to do something about that. We got to do something about it.
Yeah, I mean, the quarterback is the issue. We'll get into that. But like the trades for DK, first of all, I don't know. There's some people that didn't like it. There's too many of us out there that loved it because it shows the Steelers were actually aggressive. That you know what? We need a damn wide receiver. Let's go get a wide receiver. And whether you agree with, how he runs routes or this or that, DK Metcalf is a big-time wide receiver. Stop with the nonsense. Stop with the nonsense. Let me get to this super chat real quick from Steeler Lee. Hurling rumblings about Dak and Mason. Any news or hearing rumblings? We'll get to that, people. We will absolutely get to it because, yes, there are rumblings about Dak and Mason Rudolph. We are going to get to that and break all of that down because it's crazy, but it's. I live here in Dallas. I was on the radio listening to the radio earlier today. It's real. It's real. So, but
I was talking to a trash Dallas fan earlier. And how come Jay Tuck and this guy and that guy ain't talking about it? They are absolutely talking about it.
Yeah.
It's in the national news, bro. But I don't know. I'm not saying I like it or not. I'm just saying it's a real deal, dog.
It's definitely real.
Yeah.
Danny Littlejohn says that at this point, he's either AR or draft the QB first round. Yeah, you would not
Anthony Richardson
in the first round. At 21, it's not going to work.
Anthony Richardson, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
You know what? Stop it.
Yeah.
You know what? Stop that, man. Stop that.
I don't think he means Anthony Richardson. I hope he's talking about Aaron Rodgers. I would hope.
Oh man, I'm trying not to crash out, dog. I'm trying not to crash out. I'm trying to hold on, man. I'm holding on. I don't want to get ski skirted. I don't want to do it, dog. I don't want to do it.
Yeah, because it's messy. I get it. It's messy right now. Look, we let go of Larry O. We got even more cap space. Jalen Warren and Ryan McCullum, those are basically going to be two guys that the Steelers brought back. Holcomb was a big restructure. We know about that. Saved $4 million on the cap. That was the one thing about E-Rob is that while I don't necessarily like it, I understand. You got a little younger at the position. Harrison, I mean, he can also fill in an outside linebacker if you needed him to. Facts. He can do that as well. Maybe help out on special teams a little bit. But you lose stuff in E-Rob as far as a leader in the locker room, a all-around good guy. You know, people were talking about, well, he wanted to retire a Steeler. I'm like, but he played at Pittsburgh for 2 years. It's not like he played for Pittsburgh for like 10 years or something like that. I get it.
That's
But
facts.
if this is a better fit for the roster and helps us more, and maybe E-Rob looked at it like, well, you brought back Holcomb, you got Wilson, you got Patrick Queen, my snaps are going to be numbered. I need to go somewhere because I still want to play, and the Raiders is a better opportunity for him to play.
Well, B, we've been talking about this even backstage, with texts and all whatever else talking about in the chat. I mean, these guys are going for their bread, bro.
Yeah.
If anybody that doesn't think that money is part of the reasons why some of these players sign with some of these teams, you've absolutely lost your mind. They're getting the biggest bag that they possibly can get, and with the salary cap going up, a lot of teams is getting a lot of money. So, and then that's what frustrates me even more is that I'm looking at how much money we still have available. And listen, y'all, we need some splash. There's some, and listen, I'm not necessarily going with the name. I want the quality player that can fill the position for the Steelers. And there's quality guys still out there at defensive tackle, at corner, at offensive line that you can bring in and help our franchise and our organization. So, and B, you're absolutely right. A lot of folks don't know this, dog, that if they don't spend the money remaining is distributed on every player on the roster.
Correct.
Because they have to spend 95% of the cap.
Correct.
If they don't, the money that's remaining goes to all the players. So they're not trying to reward the guys like that. They need to spend and get the money. But until you got a quarterback, you don't know where your money's going. So,
yeah. And see, here's the thing, though. We got people crashing out. People talking about getting Jameis Winston. Even the chat is crashing out on us tonight, man. Look, do we need an entire therapy session for the whole big show tonight? Big B, Big G, and the chat. We all need therapy, man. People out here talking about going with a first-round pick when there's not a first-round pick available that we need. Talking about Jameis Winston. This is what happens, Steelers, though. This is what you've done to us. Mm-hmm. You've done this to us, Pittsburgh Steelers. We weren't like this as a fan base. You've done this to us, man. Now it's crash out session. Crash out. What my man Alonzo Dunn says, Big G, I think we got DK because of the money.
Facts.
I'm traded for DK, but yeah, we got him because we were willing to pay him. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
$30 million.
Yeah.
The boy got $30 million. $30 million. Yeah, of course. He came and we restructured and hooked the contract up. Yeah, he came. Yeah, I'm going to come play for Mike. But you know what, though? Mike Tomlin like DK, though, bro. I saw some footage out there today where I saw sideline stuff, and he was talking about they was playing Seattle, and he was talking about DK is a dog. I was like, yeah, and I was in my mind, I was like, yeah, Tomlin had his eyes on him all along. He wanted to go get that dude. And B, I got to say, I'm asking. Dog, we got a top 5 receiving core, dog. I don't care what nobody say. We got a top 5.
We definitely do.
We got a top 5.
Yeah. You know, there's a lot of people out there that are debating this and that. I said, but the Steelers are in the top 5.
Yeah.
Top 5. And throw in Freiermuth, throw in Calvin Austin. I know there's some people that don't like Calvin Austin, but you don't have to. Either way, the Steelers have a top 5 receiving crew in the National Football League. Are there some better? Yeah, but there ain't 7 better. You know, there ain't that. There ain't 6 better. I like what we got. The problem is, who is going to throw them the football? Now, let's talk about this Justin Fields thing. So, and we only have to touch on it for a minute.
Yeah.
Because you and I have different philosophies on why he's not a Steeler anymore.
Yeah.
You know, the Jets offered him 2 years, $40 million, $30 million guaranteed. And it seems like they offered him an opportunity to start for the full year. The reports are the Steelers didn't want to pay him $30 million and guaranteed dollars anyway, and that they were bringing in competition for the quarterback position. My thoughts on it are, I don't think Justin Fields deserved $30 million guaranteed dollars from us. He hadn't done anything that says that he needed $30 million guaranteed dollars from us. Nobody. I mean, if the Jets want to do that, see how that works in New York. How many quarterbacks have gone to New York and succeeded? So if that's his thought process,
Yeah.
okay, fine, go there, go do that. And I hope it works out for him. I do.
Mm-hmm.
But he hadn't done anything that says, hey, don't bring any competition. Oh, and also give me 30 guaranteed dollars. I'm out on that with Justin Fields, bro.
I mean, I get it, B. And you know, we talk backstage. I'm not going to out my source, but trust me, I had a source with feet on the ground concerning the whole issue with Justin Fields. The bottom line is it came down to the money, 30 million guaranteed, but the bread was the same. It was $240 million both sides for the Jets and for the Steelers. To me, the factor was the Steelers told him, we're going to bring in competition and you're not guaranteed to be quarterback one. To where in New York, Aaron Glenn and that coaching staff said, not only are you going to be number one, we're going to build the offense around you. And we already have pieces with Garrett Wilson, with the running back Breece Hall, with the kid from Wisconsin. We got pieces with Malachi Corley. And Justin looked like, okay, I really haven't had an opportunity by playing quarterback without looking over my shoulder. And so I understand that. And listen, Tomlin is a rough guy to play for, bro. I mean, a lot of folks don't realize how controversial things went down between Ben Roethlisberger and Mike Tomlin. Ben Roethlisberger used to tell Mike Tomlin, man, you kick rocks, dog. I know what I'm going to do. And he would push back, and then Tomlin would be like, well, you know, and that went on for years. So I don't know if Justin just needed a confidence boost just to say, okay, I know I'm a starting quarterback, and I don't think he was scared of competition either. But the bottom line is, he ain't a Steeler no more. He's a Jet. And so we got to worry about what we got to worry about. And I wish him all well. I took the $30 million. I sure would have. I'd have ran with the bag. Because ain't nothing guaranteed in the NFL. You know what I'm saying? You can get hurt on the third play of the game and then your career's over. So I'm going to get my $30 million and then that's it. You know, I understand it.
Well, and no, I don't begrudge him for it. In the comments, Self-Made said if the Steelers wanted Justin Fields, they'd have got him. That's my whole thing. I don't think they wanted him. And if they did want him, they wanted him at their price. I don't think giving somebody 30, like 2 years, 40 million doesn't mean 2 years, 40 million if the guaranteed dollars are only 15. The only money that you're guaranteed to get is $15 million. So if the Jets gave him 30, the Steelers are like, yeah, we're not going to give you $30 million, man. You haven't earned that. There's nothing that you've done in your 4 years that says we need to give you $30 million. I agree. I mean, I was, first of all, it wasn't that everybody was a big Justin Fields fan. It was just like, well, what's the other options? Well, I don't know. But 30 million for him doesn't seem like the good option to me. Not to me. I may be out on a limb. I'll go out on the limb on this. I just have never seen it from him. I've never seen it. So since I haven't, I'm not willing to do it. You know, if I'd have seen something that said, you know what, in the right situation, yeah, this could work. We'd never seen that. In Chicago, we didn't see it in Pittsburgh. We didn't see it anywhere. So just because it was his turn, I'm a person, you know me, Big G, I've said it for years.
Yeah.
You don't pay quarterbacks big money for mediocre talent.
Yeah.
And in his case, even though a starting quarterback, 30 million is basically mediocre money for a starting quarterback.
Yeah.
You don't pay mediocre money for a guy who hasn't even given you mediocre talent. That was my whole thing about Fields, man. It's fine. He left. If he'd have been here at the right price, I would have had to accept it.
Yeah.
But I never saw it, and I'm ready to move on.
Yeah, I ain't got no choice but to move on. But
right.
The reason this is the deal. This, in my opinion, and I don't know who agrees with me out there or not. By moving on from Justin Fields, to me, it's obvious we don't want the other guy that was playing quarterback for us either. So now, who's going to play quarterback for the Pittsburgh Steelers? I told you off stage, we're the only team in the NFL that doesn't have two quarterbacks signed to the current roster. The only, out of all 32 teams, we're the only team that don't got two quarterbacks. We have one on our current roster. Bro, that spells doom, bro. We got to get some quarterbacks.
We got to get some quarterbacks, man.
Yeah.
Let's see. First off, before we get to the quarterback, the DK Metcalf trade, we basically swapped picks with them. We gave them a 7th. They gave us a 6th.
Yep.
We gave them a 2nd, and we got DK Metcalf. Let's talk about the fit real quick. people keep saying that he doesn't fit in this offense. And my thinking is DK Metcalf could do all the things that Mike Williams could do. And we said that if Mike Williams just had opportunities, that he fit into this offense. So would you think that adding a guy of DK Metcalf's caliber fits into this offense? I think the answer to that is hell yes, he does. Absolutely.
B, I agree. Listen, first of all, let me say, DK Metcalf is a top 10 wide receiver in the whole freaking NFL. He's a number one alpha dog. Number one, right? And if you go back to, and we're talking about now our offensive coordinator, Arthur Smith, look what he did when he had two big wide receivers on the outside. That's why, because a lot of folks are saying, well, George Pickens is going to crash out and all that. Man, George Pickens is like, thank you, God. Now I got another dude that I'm not getting a double team every freaking time. And they both could benefit off of each other. I can imagine where they have formations and sets where DK is the primary and George is right up underneath him. You can't double team both of them. Like, you will get killed trying to do that. So
Right.
I like DK big time in this offense. And I look for both of them as long as GP's on the roster. Bro, like I said, we about to do the damn thing if we got a quarterback that can throw them the ball, bro. Yeah, that's a rough, rugged, and raw deal. And Mutha's going to eat off of this too, and so is Washington. They're going to, and whoever we line up in the slot. Roman Wilson going to eat, Calvin Austin's going to eat. They're going to eat off of this because you got to double team both of their behinds. You have to. You don't have no choice.
No, you're not going to have any choice. The way that we run this offense, the way that we do things, don't look for George Pickens to get traded either, people.
Nah.
I'm not saying that it won't happen, but I wouldn't look for George Pickens to get traded. And here's the reason why, is because let's just say the Steelers do exactly what we're talking about, is they have DK, we get a quarterback for this year, and then we draft a guy. And even if we choose to draft a guy next year, what would you rather do as a Steeler fan? Build up the roster, end up giving George Pickens an extension, which you would be able to do because why? We're not paying a quarterback.
Facts.
So if you're not paying a quarterback, you could pay two receivers, get a whole bunch of other good players on your roster while you have a quarterback that's under a rookie deal.
Yeah.
I'm just throwing it out there and just telling you, if the Steelers don't trade George Pickens, that's why. Is because they're looking at this as we can if we're going to take a rookie and we're going to take another one next year, whatever we do, we're not paying a quarterback big money. Let's give them the best possible situation that we can. Let's build this roster up as much as we possibly can and go from there. I think that is on the back burner of what the Steelers are thinking. Now, I don't like the fact that we haven't gotten any free agents, Big G. I don't like that. But as far as the quarterback situation, that's where I'm at with it. Now, do they need to trade Pickens? No. They don't need to trade Pickens. I don't think so at all.
B, it's a contract year. Man, we've been around football, professional football, like a long time, for years and years and years and years. Next year is his last year. We know that everybody goes for the gusto year 4. This is where he's going to make his money. So if he got no choice but to play, and he's got to play tough, and he's got to play to win, and he's got to make catches and do exceptional stuff, that it increases his value. And then in turn, now if the Steelers do make the decision next year that we're going to get off of him or whatever else, we'll just franchise him and trade him. GP ain't going nowhere, dog. He's not going. All these people that think he's going somewhere, no, he's not. He's going to be right in Pittsburgh wearing number 14 next year for the Steelers.
Yeah, I don't think so either. That's the whole thing, is that, first of all, I've said it before and I'll say it again. Unless George Pickens is an absolute idiot, and he very well might be.
Could be.
But unless he is, he's going to be on his best behavior this year because he wants to get paid.
Yeah.
And teams don't pay idiots. So again, he might be, people. He might be. But I got to believe, again, this is part of my crash out. I got to believe that George Pickens is going to be on his best behavior because he wants that bread. That is part of it. Alonzo Dunn with the super chat here. We just had a chance to get good players, Make it make sense. Are we trying? I think we're trying. Obviously, they got some kind of plan. I don't know what it is. Don't know what it is. So, but we'll see.
Yeah, it's the quarterback thing. But listen, like I said, B, we trying to hold it down right now, bro. Because I think, listen, if I could, B's in one city, I'm in another, and I can sense tension at around a 7 right now. And the live chat, they've been crashed out. They like at 11 out of 10. So we just trying to keep it where we need to be right now, bro. We ain't trying to go there right now, man. Not right now. It's not crash out season. Not yet. Not yet.
Mark Tobin says the Steelers have no plan. I think the Steelers got a plan.
Yeah, stop.
Let's just get to what everybody wants to talk about. Let's talk about this quarterback situation. So, first off, who is it going to be, people? Is it going to be Russell Wilson? Is it going to be Aaron Rodgers? You know, there's reports out there that the Dallas Cowboys are looking to trade Dak Prescott to the Pittsburgh Steelers. Kyler Murray, there's rumors that Kyler Murray is going to get traded to the Pittsburgh Steelers. We're going to draft. Who is going to be the quarterback for the Pittsburgh Steelers? Let me get to this super chat real quick from our man Leonard Dodd, who says, question, if Steelers were to trade GP for a QB, who would you want? That's a good question.
Nobody's trading a quarterback. Nobody's trading a quarterback for GP.
For a wide receiver. That's not going to happen.
Yeah,
that's the problem.
Heck no. Yeah. This ain't fantasy football. This
I
ain't
wish
bad.
They would do that, but nobody's going to trade their quarterback for a wide receiver. You're not going to do that.
No, they ain't doing it.
But if they did, I mean, we could say anybody. If that was the case, Patrick Mahomes. I mean, we might as well say anybody, but nobody's going to do that.
Yeah,
unfortunately.
Facts.
Yeah. So who's it going to be? Look, let's discuss these trade rumors first, Big G. Let's start there.
Okay.
Let's start with old Dak Prescott.
Yeah.
And I'm going to ask you, and I'm going to ask the chat. Chat, be reasonable. Be reasonable again. Or better yet, chat, crash out if you want, damn it.
Yeah.
Crash out.
Yeah.
If the Dallas Cowboys said, hey, we will give you Dak Prescott, but we want a first and a 5th round pick for Dak Prescott. Do the Pittsburgh Steelers do that?
B, listen, on every other podcast I've been on, I'm talking about for years, I've been saying Dak Prescott is trash. I got a sign. I'm looking around for my sign right now that says Dak Prescott is trash. But I got to be real about it. Look at what we have compiled from an offensive standpoint in Pittsburgh.
Right.
DK, George Pickens, Move, Mount Washington, Wilson, Calvin Austin III, Jalen Warren. We're going to draft a running back. We have a very young offensive line and a top 10 defense. Does Dak Prescott put us in position, being real about it,
right,
to where we could challenge and win our division? Yes. Does Dak Prescott put us in position where we can look the Baltimore Ravens in the face, look the Buffalo Bills in the face, look the Kansas City Chiefs in the face and say, now what? Yes. Now, do I necessarily want him? Do I want Dakota Rain Prescott? Nah, because I think it's going to cost too much. I'm hearing rumors that if we do pull it off, it's a first this year, it's a third this year, and it's a second or a first next year. That's entirely too much bread. And we got to pay Dak Prescott all that dang on money. Nah, bro, I can't do it. I can't.
Here's my thing. If, first of all, look, I make fun of Dak all the time. I make fun of the Cowboys all the time. I live 10 minutes from the Star. When they lose, I drive to the Star and make TikToks about them losing. It's hilarious to me because these Cowboy fans are absolutely insane. I got
to get my towel going for that one.
Yeah, man, I love it.
That's what I'm talking about.
However, I was on record last year saying about the Steelers, if Dak Prescott hit free agency before they signed him, I said the Steelers should sign him. Yeah. And I'm like, you're telling me that Dak Prescott doesn't improve the Pittsburgh Steelers? He absolutely improves the Steelers.
That's fine.
Now, the reason I don't want Dak is because somebody put it in the chat, and I think we all know, He makes $60 million a year.
Yeah, bro.
No,
Yeah,
no,
bro.
no, no. I am out on paying $60 million. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm somebody that says, hey, man, you got to pay for what you get. Dak ain't bringing us $60 million worth. I told y'all before is that you got to stop paying, top dollar for mediocre talent. I think Dak is better than mediocre, but he ain't $60 million worth of talent. No way, no how.
That's
That's
facts.
the reason I don't want Dak.
Yeah.
If Dak came at a 48, hell, I'd even go up to 50.
Yeah.
If he came at $50 million a year, I'd do it in a heartbeat.
Mm-hmm.
Dak is 31 years old.
Yep.
He's not old. He's been very productive. Now,
Yep.
has he had his bad moments in the playoffs? Absolutely. Absolutely.
That's why I call him trash.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because when the lights are the brightest, he's the most garbage.
Yeah.
That's why I call him
Absolutely.
trash.
But
regular season, we winning.
Don't tell me that Dak doesn't upgrade what the Pittsburgh Steelers would have at quarterback, especially their situation right now.
Mm-hmm.
So while I don't like paying $60 million for him, that's my crash out, Big G. I'm doing it. I'm doing it.
No,
I'm
don't,
doing
no,
it.
hell no.
Damn it, I'm doing it.
Big B, no, hell no.
I need it.
No.
I gotta do it.
No, not no for no 60. Man, listen,
I'm doing it.
I'm about to pull up the ski skirt, dog. Don't do that, dog. I'm
trying
to tell you. Listen,
I'm crashing
tonight,
out, people. I can't help it. The Steelers have brought me to this.
No.
This is what they've brought me to. They have brought me to a position to where I'm willing to pay $60 million for mediocre quarterback play. I can't help it. I can't help it. This is what's happening. I can't help it. I can't help it. Somebody help me. Chat, help me. Bring me back in. Bring me back in on why we shouldn't do that, man. Bring me back in on why.
I'm trying to save you, dog. I'm trying to save you. And hell no. The answer is absolutely no. Hell no. Stop it. Kick rocks. Go to the corner. Get timeout. Get your rubber band out. Start snapping it on your wrist. Listen, it's time to meditate. Be mindful about what you're saying. We're not giving $60 million to a 31-year-old quarterback that's trash in the playoffs. Stop it. Stop it. Hear what you're saying. No, the answer is no. The answer is absolutely no.
Okay. I'm back.
Thank you.
I'm back. Let me get to this super chat from Steeler Lee. Appreciate you supporting the channel. With the comp picks, move up in 2026 to get our quarterback. Absolutely. We're going to talk about that in a minute. Because that's absolutely the case. Yeah. But I'm coming back. I'm coming back, people. I'm coming back. Okay? I apologize. This is what happens. See? Pittsburgh Steelers, damn it. Stop it. Now get your act together because I can't take this. I can't take it. Leonard Dodd, you just told me to stay focused. The hell is with Big B. I apologize, Mr. Dodd. I apologize. I got to get focused again, people. My bad.
Man, you making the chat crash out, dog.
The chat is crashing out on me. I don't want that. I don't want that because I know the chat can go sideways on me. They've done it before. I don't need those kind of problems in my life. I don't need those problems. I apologize. No Dak. Okay. Whew. Let me woo, Sa.
No, where's your rubber band? I told you before we got on air. I just get the snap band. You're supposed to be counting. What is you doing?
You did. You know what it is? It's these pain medicine. I went to the doctor today, chat. They told me I had a light case of pneumonia, and I got this shot. I'm on this medicine. I'm actually feeling better, but it's got me a little loopy. I blame the doctor. Blame the meds. That's what I'm blaming. I'm blaming the meds, man. My God. I was about ready to take Dak Prescott for $60 million. I apologize.
No.
I apologize.
Absolutely no. Hell no.
Okay. Yeah, now let's go to Kyler Murray.
Okay.
So Kyler Murray, there's rumors that the Steelers are going to trade Kyler Murray or trade for Kyler Murray, I should say. My question to you, Big G, if the Steelers could get Kyler Murray for a first next year or a third, first of all, forget all. Let's not bring the scenario in it. Whatever the scenario is, would you trade for Kyler Murray?
Hell yeah. I would absolutely. As long as we don't give up our first round draft pick this year, I'm trading for him. Now, B at first. Now, we went back and forth, and I got to talking about he was a Smurf. He's 5'9", and he all little and all. I was dogging the man out. I really was, man. And I had to go do some research, dog. I had to do some research. So I sat down on it, and I looked at his numbers, and I was like, okay, who did he even freaking play with out there in Arizona? Kyler Murray, man, has still got some mobility in him.
Yeah.
He's got a super strong arm, bro.
Yeah.
And listen, with the wide receivers that we got, if we get a nice size running back to go with that dude, I'm all in on Kyle Murray. And now the chat can tell me I'm crashing out. I don't give a damn. I promise you, if we can trade and get Murray, as long as we don't give up our first round draft pick this year, yeah, go for it. Bring him in.
Here's the thing about Kyler Murray. Now, you talk about contracts, people. We talk about it. Now, his cap hit is $43 million this year. First of all, the money part of it shouldn't get in the way because you can restructure stuff. Yeah. But the Steelers got plenty of money. So getting him under the cap and fitting him in, that's not going to hurt the Steelers at all. That's literally not going to hurt us at all. And we can restructure them, whatever we want to do. So that part would be fine. And we still got plenty of money for other people.
Yeah.
But Kyler Murray's 28. Yeah, I get it. He's short. They talk about he's 5'10". I think Kyler Murray is probably 5'8". Okay.
He's a Smurf.
I saw him in Vegas one time. I stood right next to him in a casino. I'm not going to tell y'all what he was doing in the casino because it's not very indicative of what your quarterback should be doing. Just like I'm not going to tell you what I was doing at the casino because that's not very indicative of what Big B should be doing either. Okay. Either way,
yeah.
The bottom line is that Kyler Murray can play football.
Mm-hmm.
He's pretty accurate with the ball.
Mm-hmm.
He's got a strong arm. He's a mobile quarterback, like supposedly Mike Tomlin says that he loves.
Mm-hmm.
He has all of that.
Mm-hmm.
Where are we going wrong?
B, I'll tell you.
What's the issue with Murray? Other than, now, look, he played with a bad offensive line. He's never had a good offensive line since he's been in Arizona. They're trying to fix it, but their line's not good. I don't know. You put Kyler Murray on this Pittsburgh Steelers team, aren't we better? Or
absolutely.
What part of it is that we don't want? Because he's a better quarterback, and Kyler Murray's going to be in the National Football League for the next 8 to 9 years. He's going to, whether he's on our team or not. He's going to be a starter in this league, people. So why don't we want him? I would just ask that.
You know what else he got, B? A playoff win on a trash team with a trash coach. You know what else? You know what else he can do? Go all the way back to the boy in high school and in college. He don't take L's. He don't take L's, bruh. He takes that personal, right? And now look, they made a move today, the Cardinals, on a sneaky move.
They did.
They signed Jacoby Brissett, bruh.
They did.
They signed Jacoby. And see, most of the time, if you follow Jacoby Brissett's history, wherever he goes, the quarterback is adios muchachos.
You're right.
So it was a sneaky move they did today. They just did a little while ago. So I'm like, give me Kyler Murray.
I'm just saying, I just, there's a bunch of people that are saying no and this and you're crazy. I'm like, Kyler Murray's not a bad quarterback. Like, he's not. Now, you may prefer somebody 6'5", and if you do, okay. But you can't tell me, oh, well, he's not any good. That no, you're wrong. He is good. He actually is good.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. I don't know. Let me get to Mr. Dodd here.
Oh,
he says that too much Call of Duty, not enough playbook study. I mean, look, it's going to be in the contract that he's got to look at film enough. They put it in his contract.
Yeah.
So, if they put it in his contract, that means he can't be on Call of Duty as much as he wants to be. That's all I'm saying. I mean, first of all, people that didn't believe that was the truth, like, oh, well, they didn't need to put that in there. I'm like, bro, stop it. The Cardinals put that in there for an absolute reason. If we're going to pay you this money, we need you studying, and we can track your online usage with the laptop. We need you studying. Period. End of story. So, but if that's the case and he's willing to do it, I mean, I don't know.
I'm taking him. I'm
Mr.
taking
Kyle
him, B.
Smith says that Murray's not a leader. How do you know that, man? You're not in the locker room.
What?
You're not in the locker room. You don't know that he's not a leader.
I'm about to crash out.
Stuff like that. We don't know that. We don't
I'm
know
about
that.
to-
You know that we can't just say stuff like that because we're not there.
How is it? Wait, B. Pause, time out. How is he? Do you know how many games he lost in high school?
0.
Do you know how many games he lost in college?
Listen,
the Arizona Cardinals is trash. They are freaking trash. And he goes over there and he turns them makes them relevant. What do you mean he ain't a leader? He plays with trash dudes. They garbage out there. Stop that, bro. He gonna make me crash out about Kyler Murray, dog. Because he better not be talking about this next dude we gonna talk about. He better not be talking about him.
Kyler Murray makes Kevin Hart look tall. No thanks. Is it about the height or is it about production?
Yeah.
I mean, what do we want somebody that's 6'5" that sucks? Or do we want somebody that's 5 foot tall that can help us win? That's all I care about. I don't care how tall you are. I don't care about any of that. Just help us win.
Yeah.
I don't care. Lonzo Dunn, if Murray is available, run and get him. Faster, younger than Russ. Absolutely.
Yes.
With a stronger arm.
Yeah. And listen, he gonna study with DK and with GP. I promise you that. Bro,
all I care about is winning. I don't care how tall he is.
Yeah.
He can be like, y'all know me. He could be a field mouse. If he can help us win, then let us win.
Yep.
So this might be up than Tomlin haters alley, because didn't he get Cliff Kingsbury fired? I don't know that he got Cliff Kingsbury fired.
No.
I don't think they were as good, but I know they made the playoffs with Cliff Kingsbury.
Sure
and they
did.
were awful before he got there.
Sure did.
I know that.
Yeah. Because Cliff Kingsbury's offense is exotic. And listen, I don't care what y'all say. Kingsbury might not be a head coach, but he's a hell of an OC. Go ask Jaden Daniels. Go ask the Washington Commanders. They over there killing them. And they're going to kill them this year too. They're going to kill them. So, nah. So, you can say what you want to. But Murray like that, bro. Murray's like that.
So, no to Dak. Yes to Murray. So, now let's talk about, is it going to be Russell Wilson? Is Russell Wilson going to be the guy? Now, we've seen, and Kyle, you got to stop saying stuff like this. Kyler Murray was running Cliff Kingsbury's playbook when he was a sophomore in high school. So you got to stop, man. You got to stop. Look, you can hate him, you can dislike him, but what we're not going to do is slander people for no reason. Okay? He was running literally running his playbook when he was a sophomore in high school. So stop that. Stop it. Let's see. Russell Wilson. Is he going to be the guy? I don't think so. I think the Steelers saw what they wanted to see out of Russ. I think the headbutting with Arthur Smith is more than what we are being led to believe. I think there's more there, Big G. I think there's more there, and I don't think that the Steelers want to bring Russell Wilson back. Now they might do it because maybe they have to, but I don't think they want to bring him back.
Russie is like break glass in case of emergency. He's the last straw. The last stone to be turned over is Russell Wilson. Because really, if we wanted him, he'd be there right now. And like as soon as Justin booked it, Russie would be the quarterback. We would have signed him if we saw what we needed to see. Now, I know heading into the offseason, when the Pittsburgh Steelers ownership and leadership came all out in front of the podium, they were like, yeah, we would like to have both of these guys back. That they were being politically correct. Behind closed doors, there was a lot of conversations. And you're absolutely right about that thing with Arthur Smith. Arthur Smith and Russie do not get along. They don't. It's some issues. So if we had to take Russ, Where am I at? We're just going to see the same thing that we saw last year. We might have improvement at wide receiver talent. We might get improvement at running back, but I just think that Russ is done. And I look for him to legitimately go into a team like a Tennessee or a Minnesota somewhere and be a bridge. I don't think that he's the guy for the Pittsburgh Steelers, bro. I don't. But Willie, is it a possibility that he comes back? Yeah, it's a possibility.
Yeah, it's a possibility that he comes back. I just don't think they want him. I really don't. I don't think the Steelers want to bring Russ back, Big G. I think, excuse me. I think that the Steelers are in a place to where I think they're kind of settled on Rodgers. I think that's what it is. And I just think they saw what they needed to see out of Russell Wilson last year. And I don't think they think it's good enough. Now, does that mean Aaron Rodgers is good enough? No. But I think they're probably in the I know Russell Wilson isn't good enough. But I don't know. I just don't believe that he is going to be a Pittsburgh Steeler. Here's a name before we get into the Aaron Rodgers talk is Mason Rudolph.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of talk, Big G, about Mason Rudolph coming back to the Steelers. And apparently that's a real thing. You think the Steelers would bring back Mason Rudolph to have a shot to be a starter?
Hell no. And it ain't that the Steelers want to bring back Mason Rudolph. Mason Rudolph don't want anything to do with the Steelers. Mason Rudolph left on bad terms. Y'all got to remember, we went through, at one point, and for all y'all that don't remember recent history, we had Baby Hands Kenny Pickett, Mitch Trubisky, and Mason Rudolph all on the same team. They went to Mason Rudolph when they had out of desperation.
Right.
And Mason Rudolph looked better than Baby Hands Kenny Pickett and Mitch Trubisky. And like by the time we got in the playoffs, we were like, if Mason would have started all along, we might have had a shot to do something different than what we did. But we waited out of desperation. Mason has never been the guy. I mean, even talking about when Ben would get hurt, Ben didn't necessarily want Mason in there. And we saw Mason have some bad moments.
Right.
So there's no way that Mason don't want no part of Pittsburgh. If Mason Rudolph comes back to Pittsburgh, it's out of desperation. It's because nobody else is fooling with him. Nobody's even going to give him an opportunity to be a backup. So that's the only way he comes back to Pittsburgh. And then I really don't want him then because that means that he's shot and washed. And I don't want a washed and shot quarterback in Pittsburgh, bro.
Here's my thing is that I don't think Mason Rudolph, I think he would come back to Pittsburgh, but he would have to be guaranteed the starting job. I think he would come back for that. Yeah. But my thing is he left on bad terms. He had his opportunity to go out there. The way he played down the stretch for the Steelers 2 years ago, some guys that have done that have been able to go get starting jobs other places.
Facts.
Mason Rudolph wasn't able to do that. So my thing is he's just not a starter in this league. Is that people have seen him and nobody else gave him an opportunity. So why should the Steelers give him an opportunity? I just, like I said, I think you're right. He'll never come back here as a backup. I don't think that's ever a possibility. But he would come back as a starter, but nobody's given him an opportunity to do that. So why should the Steelers do that? I think the ship has sailed on Mason Rudolph being a Steeler ever again.
Facts.
I think it's sailed.
He couldn't beat out trash Bill Levins.
Yeah.
I mean, are you really Steelers Nation? And I know y'all crashing out about it, but he could not beat out trash Bill Levins. Bill Levins is garbage. That is, if you line up all 32 quarterbacks in the NFL, he's 34.
Right.
He's not a top even 32. He's 34. And Mason couldn't beat him out.
Couldn't beat him out.
Stop it. He's not coming back. I don't want to do that.
It's not only that. The chat's still crashing out, Big G. We got people in here still talking about taking Jameis Winston. No. Where's the take a lap, Big G? Get the take a lap. We don't want. You're talking about you don't want Kyler Murray. You don't want Dak Prescott. But somehow you'll take Jameis Winston?
The worst out of all of them.
And y'all made fun of me for crashing out. Chat,
Yeah,
y'all have officially crashed out. Y'all have
why would
officially crashed out, chat. Y'all
I
made
want to
fun of
know?
me for talking about Dak Prescott, and you should have, by the way. Don't get me wrong. But now you're talking about taking Jameis Winston. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I can't let you off the hook, chat. Jameis, 30 for 30 Winston, should not be a quarterback of any kind of the Pittsburgh Steelers. First of all, think about this for a second. And Big G, we've been talking, we talk all the time offline.
Yeah.
And we brought up Winston. Mike Tomlin is on record at a press conference talking about him not throwing the ball over the middle of the field because it causes turnovers. We're putting the ball in harm's way. He doesn't want to do that. Jameis Winston is the king of the pick six. He would literally run out on the field and strangle Jameis Winston in a game for doing if he was our quarterback at any point in time. So I'm sorry, Chad. No, 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 no,
Hey,
Jameis Winston. Stop
Jameis Winston.
crashing out. I'm with you on the crash out part.
Yeah.
I did it too. We all get one. We got to get over it, man. This is our therapy tonight, people. This is our therapy tonight. We got to get therapeutic. We can't be with just throwing names out there. First is Mason Rudolph. Now it's Jameis Winston. But you won't take Kyler Murray. Lord have mercy, Big G. But see, again, I blame the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yep.
The Pittsburgh Steelers have brought us to this.
Yep.
The Pittsburgh Steelers, people, I don't blame you, chat. Chat, I love you. I don't blame you.
Mm-hmm.
The Steelers have done this to us.
They're killing us, B. They're killing us.
The Steelers have done this to us.
They're killing us. They are absolutely killing us. They're killing us.
Oh, I don't know.
Listen, when you bring up this next dude name, bro, I'm telling you, I'm about to go there, dog. I'm about to go there, man. I'm trying not to go there tonight,
let's just do it. Let's do it.
Oh no.
So now it's Aaron Rodgers. The word on the street is that all we're doing is waiting. He hadn't been released yet from the Jets, and people are like, "Why haven't we signed Rodgers?" I'm like, "You can't sign him until he gets released." I'm like, "That hasn't happened yet." So when it happens, okay, they can sign him, but he hasn't been released yet. Should the Steelers get him? Now the word on the street is like 2 years, $90 million, and I'm like, first of all, anybody that believes the Steelers are going to give Aaron Rodgers 90, even if he signs a contract for 2 years, $90 million, he's not getting $90 million, people. You all know how contracts work, okay? It'll probably be anywhere between 30 and maybe even 40 million guaranteed, but he's not going to get $90 million from the Steelers, okay? So let's not crash out about that part of it, okay? But if they do, if they do sign him, okay? Because I can't even. See, he got me laughing. I can't even.
I'm gonna show you what crash out really look like. I'm gonna show you what it look like.
See, this is again. I blame the Pittsburgh Steelers for this, people. I mean, look what they've done. Look at my boy Big G. Look at him. Look at what they have done to him. This is what happens when we can't when we can't make a decision. This is what they've driven us to. This is Big. You don't even know who Big G is. I can't do it, man. I can't.
Listen, I promise you, if Aaron Rodgers is in the building,
hold on. Let me get to the super chat. Hold on.
I promise you.
Hold on. Let me get to the super chat real quick. From Adam Schmidt. Appreciate you supporting the show, Adam. We appreciate you. Hold on 1 second. My mouse screwed up on me. We appreciate you supporting the show, Adam. Adam says, watch Kyler's interviews. Tomlin will let him be lazier than Russ. They have too much money to care. Hungry, but not hungry enough. I mean, you can say that about a lot of athletes, but I get exactly what you're saying, Adam. I get it about Kyler. I get it. I get it. But, okay, Big G, Aaron Rodgers in the mix, and it looks like the Steelers are going to sign Aaron Rodgers. What do you think?
I ain't even got to say it, B. It's written all over my face. I'm telling you what I'm going to do. It's going to be a problem over there in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I don't know. I'm going to give me some security codes and some car keys and all whatever else. And I need to go visit somebody, dog. Because you talking about crashing out. I'm crashing out for real. Like, I'm going to go get somebody, dog. There ain't no way in hell Aaron Rodgers should be our quarterback going forward. Dog, I'm 41 years. Dog, he wants $90 million. He wants $90 million for 3 years. Are you freaking kidding me? He's 41 freaking years old. He's as old as Methuselah. He's a freaking Achilles away from being done forever. Get Aaron Rodgers the hell out of here. Get him out of here, dog. No freaking way. No way. No way, man. No way. The boy D shrooms in the offseason. You talking about not being dedicated. You're dogging Kyler Murray out. This boy go get high as a kite on the offseason to try to get his mind right. And you want Aaron Rodgers? Hell no. Hell, so you want to see crashing out? I'm crashing out. I'm crashing all the way out with him. Hell no.
Okay, hold on. Let me get to Mr. Steeler Lee again. He says Joe Milton for a 7th. Maybe. But look, man, Aaron Rodgers at $90 million for 2-3 years, whatever it is, he's not going to get that, Big G. He's not going to get $90 million from the Steelers, okay? If Aaron Rodgers is our quarterback, he's going to be our quarterback. He's going to end up being a one-year bridge quarterback. It's not going to be anything longer than that, man. He won't be. It's going to be for 1 year for him to do it. Now, the thought is, why would you pay Aaron Rodgers, $30-40 million for 1 year? Well, remember what I said earlier, people. You got to pay 90% of the salary cap. You got to spend that money. So maybe you could have spent it on other people. Trust me, I agree with you. I don't disagree with there were other places that we could have spent that money. I agree wholeheartedly.
Mm-hmm.
However, this is where we are. This is kind of where we are. We got to do something.
I'm telling you, they're out there talking crazy. I done heard it. They talking about this boy want $90 million, and he wants a longer than 1 year contract.
Well,
I'm hearing
everything, but that doesn't mean we have to give it to him,
bro. I'm not giving him nothing. I'm not giving Aaron Rodgers nothing. He's 41 freaking years old, bro. He's 41. And listen, I'm crashing out so bad that if you go get Rodgers, you might as well get Roethlisberger off the damn couch. Go get him. Go get him and get him training and get him to throwing the ball around. He gonna be better than dang on Aaron Rodgers. That boy garbage. No, hell no, man. Oh, man, I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you, if they do it, I'm telling you, bro, it's going to get ugly, bro.
See, now let's reverse the roles. Last week, you had to help me. This week, I'm going to help you. Look, it's not long-term. I know what he wants, but we don't have to give that to him. We can say, look, we'll sign you to 3 years, $90 million if you want, but only this amount of money is guaranteed. And after 1 year, you're probably not going to be here anymore. Do you want to go out looking better than what you did last year? We got weapons. We've got an opportunity for you to do that here. But we're not going to get into anything crazy. We're not going to do anything, give them a 5-year, $140 million deal, 92 guaranteed dollars. We're not going to do that. I think we've got an opportunity, and we just let it go. Look, Rodgers can still throw the football. And if we think that the Steelers' offensive line is going to be better than what it was last year, which I believe it's going to be better than what it was last year, if it's going to be, well, then we have an opportunity here. He can throw the ball. He definitely can't move around like he used to be able to, but he can move around better than Russell Wilson. He can still do that. He can still throw the ball on the run. I like the opportunity. Look, I take that back. I don't like it, but I am willing to live with it, Big G. We just got to live with what we've got and go from there. We're in this situation. This might be a way out. Give me number 2.
You want number 2?
Give me number 2.
There's Aaron Rodgers, dog. He's freaking dumpster fire, dog. Get him out of here, man. You tried to calm me down, and I'm still boiling. I'm still boiling. I'm still at about a 9 or a 10. I got to finish the program, but man, I can't go with Aaron Rodgers, dog. I just can't do it. I can't do it, B. There's nothing in my right mind that tells me that this is going to work. And you listen, you think Steeler fans is going to crash out? You got DK Metcalf, who has the potential to crash out.
Yep.
You got George Pickens, who's already told you he going to crash out. And now you're going to bring Aaron Rodgers in the mix, who's a crash dummy himself? Man, you're going to give Mike Tomlin a heart attack, dog. Mike Tomlin ain't making it through the season, dog. He going to be in the spittle. He going to be in the spittle, dog. He'll be in intensive care, dog. He ain't going to be able to take it. He ain't going to be able to take it, bro. You cannot do that with that dude, bro. You can't do it. And Rodgers will look Mike Tomlin in the face and say, man, go kick rocks. And ain't nothing Tomlin can. And then guess what else Rodgers will do? He'll go to that freaking podium and he'll assassinate Mike Tomlin. He don't care. Bro, we done already seen him do it. He assassinated his coaches, bro. He don't care. He will go to that podium and it'll get ugly. It'll get wicked at that podium. It'll get wicked. So no, hell no, bro. Now, if you one of them conspiracy theories that okay, this is the way how we gonna get Tomlin out of town. We're gonna make sure that we got all these crash outs, and then we're gonna make sure we get him up out of here. Then yeah, Rodgers. But anybody that has any type of sense and understands football, absolutely not, dog. Absolutely not, bro. Absolutely not. No.
Oh man, I'm with you. I get it, Big G. I understand, but it's gonna be okay, brother. It's gonna be okay. We're gonna figure it out. We're gonna figure it out. So, super chat here from Steeler Lee says the Steelers signed Gainwell. Kenneth Gainwell? Did they?
They just signed him just now?
I can't look. No. Obviously, we're doing the show.
Go ahead, B. I'm gonna research. I got you.
Yeah. I'm gonna look it up real quick. But at the Steelers, I'll take it.
Let me see.
They ain't the signing that I'm looking for, though. I'll be honest.
Yeah, we did. We signed him. We signed him for a 1-year deal for former Eagles running back Kenneth Gainwell. Yeah, we signed him. It's official.
My thing is we signed Gainwell, but that's still not the signings that I'm looking for.
No, you got 2 Liberty running backs.
We were going to draft a running back. We're still going to draft a running back.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It is what it is. But Big G, it'll be all right, man. I get it. You don't like Rodgers. He's older. I understand. But it will be all right. It will be all right.
It ain't going to be, B. It ain't going to be, dog.
It will. It will be.
I'm trying to understand, but I just can't understand it. I can't understand it, man. I can't take it. I can't take it,
Luke Cage with the super chat says, do you guys think we look for another B and D lineman help? I'm assuming he seems cornerback and D lineman help. Absolutely we do.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely we do.
Facts. That's facts.
Adam says, fantastic channel. I just found it. Sorry to be a buzzkill earlier. Me and Yinzer have completely had it with Tomlin. I have no hope until he's gone. Have some hope, Adam.
Yeah.
Have some hope, brother. We appreciate your support for the channel. Glad you found us. Hope you keep showing up all the time, man. But we've got hope. Yeah. We've got hope. I think we've got some hope, man. We appreciate you. Jay's upper teeth. Rodgers mostly in shotgun. Won't work here.
Facts.
He's not mostly in shotgun. No, he's not. He gets under center all the time.
Man.
But
man, with the play action, with the left, with the little fake that everybody used to go for, and now as soon as they see it, film study, killed. as soon as he roll, the defensive end's coming straight up the field, dog. He's not going to make it, dog. He's not going to make it. No way.
Now I'm gonna ask the chat again. Now, chat, y'all sure you don't want to trade for Dak Prescott? Are you positive that you don't want to trade for Dak Prescott?
Yeah.
Are you 100% sure that you don't want to trade for Dak?
Yeah.
I'm still not off on it.
Yeah.
I still might want him.
Yeah.
I still might want Dak.
Yeah. Let's trade for him or Kyler Murray.
I just can't. For $60 million, I just can't do it.
But B,
I just can't do not for 60 million, man.
but versus Rodgers,
For
B,
60 million?
B for versus Rodgers, man, versus Rodgers. Dog, no way. Pay the man. Let's get him. Let's get it. Listen, we ain't gonna have to worry about drafting no quarterback right away. We ain't gonna worry about that. So yeah, let's get him. For versus Rodgers, you talking about crashing out. There's gonna be some crash out going on quick, fast, in a hurry, bro.
All
Quick,
right.
fast, in a hurry.
I'm gonna let it go. So I'm gonna let it go. But Kyler Murray, I'm not letting go. If the Steelers could get Kyler Murray, the Steelers should trade for Kyler Murray. I don't care what any of y'all say. I get over the height thing.
Yeah.
The man's played in the National Football League for 6 years. He's been successful, extremely successful. Yeah, I don't care if he's 2 foot tall. He can still throw the football where it needs to go. That's all I'm saying.
Out of everybody just was listed, he got the best arm. Out of Dak Prescott, Kyler Murray, Aaron Rodgers, Mason Rudolph, and Russell Wilson, Kyler Murray has the best arm.
I would take Murray. I think Murray's better than Prescott. Just hadn't been in the same situations. But
yep, and he's more accurate. I bet money when you run apples to apples with Murray compared to Dak. I bet Dak had little spurts where he ran and did good, but I bet straight up that Murray liked that for real. And he ain't. Name one dude outside of Marvin Harrison Jr. that ever played wide receiver with Kyler Murray. No, let me take that back. D. Hopkins and Marvin Harrison Jr. And he just got Marv. Give me another wide receiver that played with him. Tell me. He had that tight end. He done turned that tight end to an all-world tight end.
Exactly.
What's that tight end? That boy is all freaking world.